living large and taking charge, big boys.
Listen up, it's Dani and Tay, and we are heard.
Yeah, so I was tied up because I was watching Armand Wiggins because he does a lot of live YouTube, like a lot of YouTube lives. And he was talking about because I guess so Cardi B just went #1 with the song Up on Billboard. Yeah, because Billboard takes like takes a little bit of time when it comes to updating their website. So I guess by the time y'all hear this, you'll see on the website that she went #1. But he was just talking about it and just congratulating her and like saying how, like, you know, just like praising her artistry and like how she's a good entertainer and blah blah blah. And so he has like a, you know, when this YouTube live, there's like a chat room that's open, and then like he also has callers call in. So it's a whole big debate about, oh, you know, there's always going to be like a Nicki Minaj debate and saying like, oh, Cardi B has a machine and she has payola and things like that. So it was real messy. And there was one caller that called in. It's like that was saying like, oh, you just like Cardi B because she shouted you out that one time. And It was a whole big thing. And I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. But anyway, yeah, Cardi B went #1, which is amazing. It's awesome. So let's start. I had my first day of my new job today, which is pretty cool. Everyone seems very.
You didn't tell me you got
pleasant.
it.
I didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought I did. Oh,
you
yeah, I got the job,
tell
girl.
me. So
how
do you like it?
Huh?
How you like it?
I would just but no, everyone seems so there's like morning meetings every day, of course. Everyone seems real cool. And mainly what I did today was I just like onboarded myself. I had to like put in my direct deposit information. I had to choose like what benefits I wanted, and like I had to like go through like different documents and read
all
things.
The damn paperwork.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, so I had to do that, and I got my my company laptop delivered today. I'm going to, at some point tomorrow, I have to go out to Best Buy and buy a mouse for my MacBook, because the MacBook that they gave me is like one of the newer versions, and it doesn't, because the Mac I have, it still has like the USB ports on it. The new Mac doesn't have the USB port, so I have to like actually go out and buy like a Mac mouse for this. So
does it have like the USB-C ones? Because you can just buy the adapter piece.
What's the USB-C? What's that?
Like, don't you know how mine is? And I have that little attachment.
The smaller ones? The small one?
Yeah. So I just remember, you don't know the little attachment I use for like the mic? Yeah. If your mouse is a USB, the USB-C is a smaller port, and you just hook it up. Yes, that'll be cheaper than getting a whole mouse.
I wanted to also shout out Open Gym. So it's Open Gym, gym as in like diamond, GEM. So Nature Boy, a producer in the DMV area, he hosts like open mic nights called Open Gym and GEM. Okay, again. But yeah, so he does that, and you know, I guess it kind of stopped because of the whole pandemic, but he's bringing it back. And so this weekend coming up on the 27th, I believe that's a Saturday, I think. Wait, let me see, make sure it's either the 28th or the 27th. Yeah, the 27th is a Saturday. Yeah, so he's having Open Gym again. So it's going to be a brunch / open mic for vocalists and poets and things like that. Down over there by New Carrollton Station. So the event is only $25. You know, that includes the food and the bottomless mimosas and things like that, and the show. So that's all inclusive, like everything for $25, which is a good price. So I'll definitely be there because I've never been to Open Gym before. And so and then, you know, Lavonda used to go to Lavonda. She used to do a lot of showcases at the Open Gym because, you know, she raps sometimes too. Well, she raps too. Yeah. So so I'm gonna go. It's at Open Gym USA on Instagram. So you guys can go and check that out. The link is in the bio and things and such. Yeah. Is there any good news about your dad's heart? Or
he was getting better, but it was an emergency over the weekend. So it was kind of a setback. So they actually like let me come to the hospital and everything. So I've been to the hospital but they only let me come for like the weekend. So I've been at the hospital like all weekend.
Is the GoFundMe still up?
It's still up. Yep, it's still up.
Yeah, retweet that again. Yeah.
Where can they
find the GoFundMe? Tell the
audience. My Twitter page. I'll definitely have it on my Twitter page. I'll probably post it on my Instagram too. But for sure, my Twitter page. Instagram? Our spirit is both of them are CADYHARIN. Check that out, and I'll even retweet it from the Her page.
Yes, so you can follow us at Heard the Podcast, HERD the Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. This is episode 91. You can listen to us on all podcast streaming platforms. Tell a friend. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's HER' the podcast. Again, share a friend. And yes, and our Normani clip that we posted a couple weeks ago, that just reached 3.1 thousand. That just reached 3,100 views, which is awesome. So that's great. I love the numbers. So
keep them going, baby. Keep them going.
So did you hear about the Saweetie and
I knew that was gonna be first, bitch. Stuff. Bitch, I knew that was. I already knew you were gonna talk about it, but I also knew it was gonna be first.
Taylor, I was shocked.
Were you? I'm surprised because you know what? Remember a few months ago when you said you sensed something was going on a few months ago because she hadn't been posting him a lot, and then we found out they were still together. It was a few months ago, and it was this year, but it was like earlier this year. Yes,
I said
you were like to me. You said it in my room, like you said it to me in my room. You was like, I feel like something's going on, and then like the next day, or either that same night or the next day. Like they posted something together. So we're like, okay, they're fine. And I'm like, see, I told you nothing's going on. And then the whole time, low key shit been going on. And now they're broke up.
This is the thing, right? We will always say, because the thing is, we always wanted Quavo to be different. We didn't want him to be like
we
Offset.
Always thought he was like a good one.
A stand-up nigga. Like we
whole time. He's just like the rest of them, bitch.
But this is the thing. I'm not gonna be naive. I remember I would say that I don't think that he would cheat, but this is the thing. I don't want to be naive. I think that he was cheating. Come out, he was cheating. But the thing is with him, I'm like, okay, at least he's smart enough not to get like filmed and like caught up in somebody DM type shit. You know what I'm saying? At least he ain't dumb enough to do that. So I guess because that can be one main factor when it comes to like cheating. Yeah, that's bad. But when it's like at a everyone can see the receipts, everyone can see the shit. That's even more embarrassing. So I guess what helped Saweetie, what helped her like give him another chance type of thing was, I guess, because it wasn't like so public like we would see with like Cardi and Offset.
Right.
So I guess it was better. But okay, so it's actually a lot to unpack. Saweetie tweeted, she said, "I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women."
Period.
She continues. She says, "I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom, excited for this new chapter of elevation." And then Quavo, he follows and tweets. He says, "I know you want to make this into a show, so I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. I feel the need to address this so there are no false narratives. I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best." And you know what Tweety said? She hit the quote retweet. Guess what she said? She said, "Take care, period."
Mm-hmm.
And that girl,
don't try to flip
that take care,
nigga. Don't do that.
Take care.
It said a lot.
Flipped Twitter upside down.
That take care said a lot.
Niggas was mad.
I mean, everything you just said, I don't give a fuck about. But
niggas was mad. Girl,
be mad.
Girl, I got into it with Matt McGee on Twitter because he was popping shit. No, because did you see it?
No, I didn't.
No, so when Tweety was like, "Yeah, I emotionally checked out a while ago," whatever, he was like, because he tweeted, he was like, "If you emotionally checked out a long time ago, why you still here? Like, why don't you just leave? Like, why don't you whatever." And that's what I said. I said, because I know because the thing is like I kind of chewed him up, and he retweeted, he like quote retweeted me, and like there's not how like he replied to me in the quote, but then like everyone agreed with my quote, so they kept retweeting my shit. So he ended up deleting his tweets because the nigga like, you're not even right, like, but he deleted the tweets. But basically, I said y'all niggas say shit like this in public, but be begging the girl to not leave you. That's why she stayed.
Be like, please.
It's her giving you another chance. It's her. That's her staying when she's like already has one foot out the door. That's a courtesy to you to see if you can change.
Literally, that's all
She
it
already
is.
realizes that she can do
'Cause
better.
she could have been gone. She could have been gone.
It's a process. When you're in love with somebody, it's a process.
You can't
So
just flip.
yeah,
You can't flip a switch and it's just over like that. It doesn't work that way.
yeah. So the first stage of leaving is emotionally detaching yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do leave, you can leave with she said a deep sense. She had a deep sense of what she say? She
Something
said
in freedom. Something in freedom.
she said I walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you emotionally check out first.
And she
When
made
you
her
just
peace
when
with
you
the
just
situation,
leave
and that
when
was
you just
that.
up and leave without fully processing things, that's when the whole like running back and forth, the whole breakup makeup thing happens. No, you need
Trust me,
to
I know.
make sure.
Shut up.
So it was a lot. So it was a lot of whack ass like niggas tweeting things like that. But I'm gonna get back to that. So it was a lot of mess. So her finding out about the cheating stuff again, it wasn't put public. It wasn't like blasted like Offset stuff was. But the thing is with these rappers, I don't know why they sit and cheat with regular girls like they not gonna like FaceTime or tell, or no one's gonna see you doing something and record you. Like y'all be cheating outside and things like that. Like why would y'all like? Because gossip in the city. A lot of they TB, it be some juicy shit, and so they found some tweets from somebody because Quavo, he was in Puerto Rico either last month or a couple of months. He was in Puerto Rico a couple of months ago. I guess shooting some movie or whatever, and so somebody tweeted in February. Let me see. It was February 1st. So the girl tweeted. She said, "Let me find it." Because you outside cheating, niggas is gonna see you like.
Nigga.
But yeah, so this girl tweeted. She said this was February 1st. This girl tweeted. She said, "I can't look at Quavo and Saweetie the same after what I seen in Puerto Rico." Right. This was Gossip in the City taking a screenshot of this. Then if you swipe over, it says March 19th, March 19th, 2021. She says since they broke up now, Quavo was definitely in Puerto Rico with 3 horrible looking prostitutes at Ola's. I was like, damn. Yeah, so I went on a girl's Twitter page and saw a whole thread, and she was saying like, yeah, he made like the bodyguard go up to the girl and bring her over to the table and shit like that, all types of shit. I definitely believe it. I don't need video.
100%.
I don't need it at all.
I would watch it, but I don't need it.
Yeah, but like I guess I don't know how. Maybe Sweetie found out. Maybe someone sent her pictures or something like that, or maybe somebody tweeted something, or maybe somebody saw it.
All it takes is one person to see it.
Yeah. Also, shit can get back. So
I'm happy for Sweetie.
I'm happy for her too. And another thing too is like this goes to show you, it don't matter how pretty you are.
No, it doesn't. Beyonce got cheated on.
Exactly. And also, I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and he was talking about this. He was popping his little shit about this whole thing, whatever. But one of the things that he did say, because Sin Santana, she had tweeted some shit too, saying like, "It feel good leaving a dirty dick bum ass nigga that cheat."
Oh yeah, I seen that, and
so that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. But no. So one of the things that Joe Budden did say though, that kind of like stuck with me. It was like. He said, for every bad bitch, there's a nigga that's tired of fucking her. That's what he said, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it was because of Sin, like, saying her shit and he wanted to be petty, or I don't know. But here's the thing, right? If you're tired of fucking her, leave. And it's not even, and the thing is like, that's not even the case. Like you're being tired of fucking, that's not even the case. Cause a lot of times, a lot of the bitches a lot of the bitches that they cheat on the girl with do not look anything like you know what I'm saying? It's just like they don't compare to your woman. You know what I mean? But I'm not even bashing other women. This is the thing when it comes to cheating. It's not about, it's not the girl's problem. It's a man problem. It's that man's problem. It's not the woman's problem. Saying, for every bad bitch, for every bad bitch, there's always a nigga that's tired of fucking her. No, that's not. No. You cheat because it's your issue. You cheat because you're greedy. Mm-hmm. You're cheating because you're greedy. Mm-hmm. Because if the table would turn, because Sweetie's a bad bitch, she can fucking cheat. She can cheat
get any nigga she wants.
The thing is, what's funny? Sweetie can cheat with better niggas than Quavo. And Quavo's a good looking guy, but she can cheat with athletes and shit.
She can
cheat with niggas that can beat Quavo ass if she wanted to.
Yeah, but she wanted him. and so she stuck with him.
You see what I'm
and was
saying?
loyal to him.
So for
But
you, for somebody to say, but that was very much
and
like
laid down with somebody else.
you said what?
I said you have the problem. You went and
Being
laid up with
greedy,
somebody else and
being
held
greedy.
the girl that you was supposed to be in love with.
It's called being
Beautiful.
greedy. It's called being greedy.
It is. You can't have your cake and eat it too, nigga.
Yeah, because his whole Twitter response was very much gaslighty, and I'm really happy that most of the timeline realized that. And that's why his sister felt the need to chime in. I'm gonna get to her in a second.
You cannot have your cake and eat it too.
So so did you see how Quavo's sister and Sweetie's aunt like got into it a little bit?
I don't know about that conversation,
Yes.
but I
So
know
what
Sweetie
happened?
Aunt always come through.
Oh yeah. So this is what happened. The thing is with these are grown ass women. First of all, these are women that are in that are deep into their 30s, right?
Yeah.
The aunt and the sister. So, and no shade. This is no shade. But the sister, Quavo's sister, talking about some. So she posted on her story saying, "I have been quiet for this. This is literally a day after the whole breakup news came out. She was like, I have been quiet long enough. I see how this is turning into a bash fest towards my brother, and that ain't about to happen at all. None of y'all know the real Sweetie in real life, but I do, and it ain't good at all, or whatever." I'm like, girl, what? It ain't good at all. And so then Sweetie's aunt Whitney was like, now do we need Whitney to start airing this motherfucker out? I'm not gonna be half as nice as old Shara, that's Quavo's sister name. What she not gonna do is speak ill of my niece. I get very disrespectful about mine since we sticking our nose in other people's business. First they love you, then they hate you. Talking about she been quiet long enough. Girl, it ain't been 24 hours yet. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Shut your
And she said, and listen, I would have never spoken on this. This is their business. I stay the fuck out of it. But when sisters want to put their self in it, that's when it becomes my business. I don't even like drama, bro. And that's the thing. This is the thing with Quavo's sister, because her response was very unnecessary. It was very immature as well. Like, girl, like your brother cheated on his girlfriend. Like that. What it got to do with you?
She's acting like he did nothing wrong.
Exactly. But you see how she never denied that he cheated, right?
Right.
And like and the thing is, like, so she came back on Twitter after Whitney said something. She was like, well, Sweetie's a self-centered. I was only nice to Sweetie because of Quavo. She's a self-centered little bitch and no one likes her or whatever, right? But the thing is, Whitney went back and was posting like screenshots of like, because the thing is, like, the sister always being Sweetie comments, putting heart eyes and flame emojis, calling her sis and all types of shit. Sweetie, last month on Valentine's Day, Sweetie went and like gave like all these celebrities like little gift packages and shit. And she gave Quavo's sister a gift, and Quavo's sister recorded it on Instagram and was like, "Thank you, sis. You know, I go up when it come to you. Basically like I got your back type shit. Like some weird ass fucking like, hey sis, hello you sis, whatever." And then that's when Whitney reposted the shit. She was like, "Wouldn't you this you? Ain't this you right here?
Ain't this you?" Right.
So like, but it's just like, but you see how she didn't deny that Quavo cheated on her.
Oh, not once.
I think a lot of.
But don't act like he didn't do shit wrong though.
Exactly.
That's my thing.
And that's the problem, honestly. When it comes to like the moms and the sisters and the aunties, when it comes to these men, those are the people that really enable the shit. Like, you're not helping it. You know that your brother fucking did this fucked up shit, and why are you mad at her, calling her a self-centered bitch? How does that have to do with anything?
I hate that. It's I don't know what it is about men
and their mothers and the woman in their life.
Like, it's like you're going to I get it. Like, if I love you, I'm going to defend you to the end. Yes. But when I get you by yourself, I'm going to tell you that, like, you could be, Danielle, I love you.
This wasn't even
100%
this
wrong.
wasn't even something that needed to be defended from him. Okay.
I know, but I'm just saying, you could be 100% wrong in something, and I would sit there and defend you. But when I got you by yourself and say, bitch, you was wrong as shit. And you know how I am. But at the same time, wrong is wrong. We're not about to. Well, there's nothing to like you said, nothing to defend him about. But you saying calling her a self-centered bitch and this, that, third, like it was the other way around. Like, she cheated on him. She didn't do nothing but leave him. And like, I mean, it seemed like this should been going on for a while. So really, she should have been gone. So yeah. What the fuck are you really mad about?
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about something, it's a bash fest. It's us bashing him, not her. It's the fans.
Exactly.
Because it's clear that he sat there and tried to gaslight her, saying, "You're not the woman that I thought you were." What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? I'm not the woman you thought I was. What the fuck are you talking about?
Boy, shut the fuck up.
Huh?
Like,
And I
shut
really
up.
like Quavo. Damn it.
I know. I love them together. Like, I really,
They were
and you
so,
know, I'm
and
not a
they're really,
huge fan of either, but them together, I love it. I loved it.
they're really nice to look at. I will say that.
They are. They're aesthetically pleasing couple.
Yes, yeah, they're really nice to look at. But I'm glad her
Seriously,
auntie swooped in and said something and posted videos of her calling
Auntie
Sweetie
don't play
sis
about
and
her.
I love you and it's up when it comes to you. You know, I'm with whatever when it comes to you. You my sis, you my sis. And now all of a sudden she's a self-centered bitch and you never liked her. All you did was expose how fake you are. His sister just seems real cloudy anyway. Just real annoying and cloudy and
Yeah, she's
you
annoying.
know, I get it. Like, you know, one of the Migos is your brother and the other one is your nephew. I get it. But like, you just real cloudy. Cause even today I went to go check on her page and she was like, yeah, I just got off the phone with my brother Quavo, like adding them with my brother at Quavo Honcho and my nephew at Takeoff. I was laughing for like 5 hours. They always make me laugh. But I'm like, why are you posting this on your story? This is really weird.
Like, girl, be quiet.
It's super fucking weird. There's nothing to laugh about. And
It's
then also,
not.
it's really not. It's really not, girl. People are weird as fuck, even the rich ones. But yeah. So the whole Take Care commentary that was amazing. We saw some Sweetie Photoshop heads on the Take Care cover art from Drake.
I loved it.
And then also Amanda Seales. She posted an IGTV video commenting on the whole
I
thing.
saw that earlier today.
I loved it. Basically commenting on, you know, just Quavo, you know, gaslighting her and you know, it's just in the caption says, please stop judging women based on toxic masculine standards of patriarchy. In relationships, safest way to protect your peace is don't start no shit. Y'all know the rest or whatever. But the video she posted is a couple minutes long. But at the end of the video, I will say she said, let me say it was a a really, really quotable moment. Let me go here. It's wildly unfair and irrational to expect people to protect the secrets of the sins you have done against them. So Quavo was mad that Sweetie told everybody he's a fucking cheater. Because, you know, I guess when it comes to other women, they're gonna know that this nigga's a cheating ass nigga. Period.
Well, then don't fucking cheat, nigga. Damn, it's that simple.
I guess
It's
he mad that
really so
everybody know,
simple.
I guess he mad that everybody know that now we know that Officer and him be cheating. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
but like,
saying?
I mean, it's so simple. Like, you can just leave the relationship and just be
Just
with somebody
leave and
else.
like don't
Cause
commit to
yeah, it's
someone. Don't
gonna
act like
hurt.
you're
It's gonna
committed.
hurt when you leave me. But I'd rather you be honest and tell me that you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather you be honest and just leave than to
Because
lie
at
to
this
my
point,
face.
I feel like you were never faithful. You know what I'm saying? In a
Right? Because how many more
relationship,
times have you cheated and I just don't know about it?
you were just more slick about it. Yeah. So at that point, don't sit there and try to commit to me. Just keep it a nice casual situation.
Thank you.
Period.
It's way easier that way. Cause you lied to my face. That's it. That's where
You
I'm
see
at.
what I'm saying? Like
Like this ain't back in the day.
don't act like you're committed to me, but then not being committed to me.
Yeah, and then it's also, I mean, for her, I think Sweetie handled it like the best way possible. I really do. But that's also it's still for the public to know, like, oh, for the public to know
No,
your
no,
business.
the public didn't. The thing is, the public didn't know. The reason that Sweetie said something is because people are dumb. Because she happened to be okay. So, don't you know that show called Respectfully Justin, hosted by Justin LaBoy and then Justin Combs, Diddy
Yeah, she
son,
was
her
on
ex.
there.
So she was on the second episode, right? And of course, that's her ex boyfriend. And you know, it was kind of awkward a little bit. I can tell it was a little bit awkward, but it was cool. Like whatever.
Mhm.
It's like it's another interview. She got paid for it. She's basically at work. So like people made a big deal about Justin being her ex or whatever. And like one of
Right.
the weird ass questions that Justin LaBoy asked her was like, "Would you do a threesome?" And then she answered in a jokingly sarcastic way, saying like, "Oh yeah, I'll let him pick the nigga that we fuck together or whatever the fuck." Like saying like, "No, nigga, I ain't fuck to let no other woman in the room with me." Type
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was a sarcastic, joking thing, and people on Twitter just like people on social media just like flip things and over exaggerate things and make things more than what they really are. What she said was a joke and it was sarcastic and it was saying like, nigga, ain't no bitch about to be in the room with me
I
when my
heard
nigga
that
know.
one clip. I heard that clip when she said that, but even I knew it was sarcastic, and I
Yeah,
didn't even
but
see the whole damn episode.
people turn things into something else all the fucking time. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened was they turned that into a thing and said, "Oh my God, it's Quavo, is oh no, Quavo letting what happened?" Da 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 da. Right. So then after that, people noticed that Saweetie had unfollowed Quavo first. So Saweetie unfollowed Quavo first on Instagram, right? And then later on, Quavo unfollowed her right after that. But they try to make it about that interview. But people have to realize when it's TV or YouTube, whatever. It's media. So things are taped ahead of time.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So if you were, because the thing, remember when everybody was mad? Remember when everybody was mad about her putting ranch on like spaghetti or some shit like that?
Yes.
I think that was the day that she filmed, because I remember that hairstyle, because I was like, oh, this is a cute ass hairstyle. I think that was the day she went to go film that interview. And that was a few
I don't know why the world was mad, because people put ranch on pizza, so it's like
but that was weeks ago. I think that was probably before, maybe it was before Valentine's Day. I don't know, but it was weeks ago, and they were still following each other. They were still like whatever the fuck. I don't know. Maybe that's when she got fed up and like whatever. I don't know. But
but we just found out.
Why are you making this about her being in a room with her ex on an interview, and literally she's with her friend as well as that buffer.
Exactly,
I guess.
Child.
Like,
she was working. That was a job. She got
like
paid,
why not?
and she was fuck home.
And then also the nigga Justin LeBoy, he always tweets about Saweetie. Like, why not have Saweetie on the show? Like, why not have Saweetie on a Revolt show? So she's gonna pass up a Revolt appearance because her ex is gonna be there. And the thing is, like, mind you, people are girl. Saweetie has been to Diddy's house for his 50th birthday. Remember that she was with Quavo and everybody was there. Beyonce was there. She was there for that. So I'm sure she saw Justin there too. It's her daddy's
she's
house.
Been around this nigga. This is not the first time she's been around this nigga.
It's his daddy's house and his daddy's birthday. It was that one, and then also Saweetie has done Ciroc commercials, which is his daddy's liquor line, alcohol line. Saweetie has done Ciroc commercials, so you don't think that there's like some sort of piece that has already been made? And on top of that,
since they broke up before.
And on top of that, they dated in college. It ain't like last year or some shit like that. It was in college.
Child,
22.
So at the end of the day, it don't matter. Even if they got back together today, her and Justin, it don't matter because she's fucking single. So why the fuck are people mad?
And then the thing is, it's just like people are so. And then on top of that, like,
get out people.
Fucking Saweetie has made it her mission to keep the peace between her and Karrueche. Because if you don't know, that Karrueche is Quavo's ex. Saweetie has like I think Karrueche said one time because Karrueche was doing, look at me, because the thing is, like, I be knowing this shit and I'm like, y'all just be making up shit.
I think you told me before that they used to date, but I didn't know before that.
Yeah, they used to. So Karrueche and Quavo used to date. It was that you forgot, because they used to date. It was like real brief, but they used to date.
I didn't know,
and that was why Migos tried to fight Chris Brown after that BET Awards a few years ago. Because that was right after Karrueche had to put a restraining order out on Chris Brown because he was like stalking her and shit. Remember?
Yeah, I remember she had to put a restraining order.
That was around that time.
I didn't know that she dated him.
So that's why Migos tried to fight Chris Brown after the BET Awards. This is back in like 2017 or 2016, some shit like that. They tried to fight Chris Brown. So that's why like they have like a weird thing with Chris Brown now. But
yeah, if you pay attention, they ain't got no songs or nothing right now out. Like, and that would be a good pair. Yeah. But like, they not fucking with each other,
collaborating at all. Yeah,
because
it's always a beef between, it's either Offset and Chris Brown about to fight, or it's either Quavo and Chris Brown about to fight. They always argue with each other.
The way Migos sing, if you're not fucking with one of them, you ain't fucking with the rest of them.
Exactly.
They don't do it with nobody. So
yeah. But yeah, like I think I remember Karrueche was on some Genius YouTube show when Genius has this thing where like different artists or different people like comment on like the new artists coming up or whatever. So Karrueche was on there and it was talking about like Cali rappers or whatever, and Saweetie popped up and she was like, yes, Saweetie's a dope girl. You know, I ran into her at Fashion Week and she saw me and she came up to me and was like, you know, she wanted to make sure that everything was positive between me and her, and like she just wanted to say hi to me and like make sure there was no drama, because again, like her and Quavo used to date, so it's like she don't want it to be awkward because like they're both celebrities, they're going to be in the same rooms at some point. Because Karrueche was at Diddy's house, Diddy's birthday. And I'm sure she saw her there too. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like I mean,
these are
in
celebrities.
Hollywood, period, though, you're going to see the same damn people
you're
all
going
the
to see
time in
these
that line of work.
people. I'm
You
sure that
can't get
her.
away. You're going to see.
I'm sure Saweetie and Keith Powers are cool.
Yeah,
They can
but
be
I
in the same
mean,
room.
exactly. You're going to learn to have to be, because at some point, if you're not working on a project, and one point, because a lot of singers or rappers end up being start trying to act eventually. You never know. Y'all
Yeah,
might
you
work
gonna
on the
fight everybody?
set, or you might, you know what I'm
It's
saying.
not
But in
high
Hollywood,
school.
they cross paths at different events, regardless. You're just going to. It's not that
One of my
big of
friends on
a.
Twitter was like, "Why would she do an interview with her ex? Why not? The fuck?
That is a check, bitch. What do you
Hey,
mean?
she got paid. She was at work. Period." There's always the mom or the sister or the auntie jumping in and not holding him accountable. What do her being a self-centered bitch got to do with any fucking thing?
Absolutely. Even if she
You
were a
loved her,
self-centered bitch.
and you loved her before that. You was calling her sis and keep putting hearts and heart eye emojis on her shit and reposting her, calling her
Yeah, just
sis.
now she's a self-centered bitch
With
because
your sis,
she left
we
your
don't
fucking
like her. Don't nobody like her. Don't
your
nobody like
brother.
her. Don't nobody like her. Like what?
But you loved her.
I was only being nice because of Quavo.
Uh-huh.
No, nigga, you're fake. It's one thing about being nice, but then you're just being fake at that point because you're doing extra shit. If you were just being nice and you never liked her, why you following her? Why you commenting on her pictures? Why you doing all the extra shit? You
It was
liked
either
her.
because you really liked her or it was clout.
Clout, yeah, be impressed. You just want to be seen. Another lie that was told was that remember he bought her that Bentley, that customized icy Bentley or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they try to say that he repossessed it or whatever, that he was leasing it in his name and he got it repossessed from her and blah blah blah. So TMZ and everybody else came out and said that's not true. They made that shit up. Sweetie still has the fucking Bentley. Like what?
Don't play with her.
I was just like what? And even if he did repossess it, so and
I mean, you know,
she
somebody
broke
always
up with
gotta make
him.
something
Who
out of
gives a fuck?
nothing. Somebody always gotta make something out of nothing. For
Yeah.
absolutely no reason.
And like, why would that be? The thing is, like, why would that be like a, oh shit, he took the car back? Ha ha ha. Why would
I
that
mean,
be
he
an
bought
aha
it.
moment? Why would that be an aha moment? So
He fucking
what?
paid for it. So,
But who cares if you took it back? So if he did, but he didn't. Anywho, that's all I gotta say about that. You have anything
that's
about
social
that?
media nowadays. They just make everything out of. They make something out of nothing.
They literally just make shit up. And it was media takeout that started that rumor too. They just be saying shit. Oh, a close source to Quavo said he ain't dumb. He took that car back. No, nigga, he didn't take the shit back.
But if he did, so what? She can
But so
give
what?
she can give what the fuck she wants.
You want to
She doesn't need
you want to
him.
cry in a Bentley, or you want to?
Shut the fuck up.
The fuck? That Bentley is not worth her piece. Who
No,
cares?
it's not. It's definitely not. And she don't need him. Like if she wanted a
She don't
Bentley,
need. She
I'm
has her
pretty
own
sure
money.
like she's
She has her
fine.
own money. She has brand deals, a successful rap career. She's a creative
She's good.
director.
She's
She's
good.
a content creator. She's fine. She'll be just fine without the Bentley. She has multiple Birkins that he got her, but I wish she would take them Birkins back. When she was like, I guess he fucked up, and because she didn't say no names, we knew we were talking about Quavo. She said, she woke up and saw money in her account, some money wired to her account that could buy several properties. I'm like, that's right. Time is
Yeah, she
money.
said money. Listen, money talks. Like I'm not mad at that. If you want to replenish my account, I'm gonna let you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say
Mm-hmm.
no, nigga. Of
Mm-hmm.
course. But if I want to leave, I'm gonna leave. I ain't asked for this money. You sent me
Mm-hmm.
that without me even asking. So
Mm-hmm.
fuck that. I'm gonna keep it.
Mm.
I'm not mad
Mm.
at it at
And
all.
that Bentley
And I'm
was
proud of her.
probably an apology gift too.
It probably was. But
Damn.
I'm proud of her for being a woman about it and leaving. And she handled it very gracefully.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, but
She handled it the best way possible.
y'all made her address the shit because y'all making up bullshit about the damn Justin shit. What the fuck did I
Yeah,
do?
like that shit had nothing to do with it. She was because obviously, like you said, that shit was recorded a long ass time ago. That shit was booked in advance.
Yeah.
It just happened around the same time that everybody found out because of that or whatever. But like, y'all, they just had to make something out of nothing. They made a big deal out of it. She was gonna do that show whether they broke up or was together.
Anywho, moving along. So people are mad that Kylie Jenner started a GoFundMe account for
Oh
her
my god, I
makeup
wanted to talk about
artist.
this. I'm sorry.
Her So her makeup artist, I think his name is Samuel, or let me see. It's his page is at Makeup by Samuel, and he got into a really bad car accident, and she started a GoFundMe account, or his family started a GoFundMe account for his medical expenses, and Kylie reposted it to her platform so everyone could see it. So they needed to raise 60,000. They ended up raising 69,000 or a little over that or whatever. And so people were mad, saying like, why couldn't Kylie pay for it? She's rich. That wouldn't be a dent in her pocket. That wouldn't mean shit. She could have just paid for it and da 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 da. Right. So when I first glanced at the whole thing, I will admit, I was like, damn, she could have just paid it herself, right? But I didn't look into everything. And then also, like, I didn't think too much about it. But when I looked into it and actually thought and put my adult cap on, I will say this. She don't got to pay for shit. She don't have to pay for shit. She don't have to pay for shit. I feel like her posting it on her platform, she has, let me see. Kylie has over 100 million. Let me see. Kylie right now, Kylie Jenner is sitting at 222 million Instagram followers. So her posting it on her platform, is enough, honestly, to me. Because she has over. I mean,
obviously that did a lot because she has got over a big ass fan base.
Yeah, she has over 200 million followers, and then also her the guy's family started the GoFundMe page, right? And another thing too is that's her makeup artist, so that's her employee. So if you're sitting there just paying out money for your employees for personal medical situations, then her fucking hairstylist gonna be like, damn, Kylie, I need to get this done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you're still the employer, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you're the employer. So her, I think her just posting it on her page was more than enough.
That did a lot. That did a whole lot.
And they raised over the ask amount. I don't think that she's obligated to pay for shit. I don't.
I never thought she was. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
One more thing too. I'm about to read this. She just posted on her Instagram story just now. I'm gonna hear what you guys say. But she said, so Kylie just posted this 3 hours ago on her Instagram story. She said, I feel it's important for me to clear up this false narrative that I've asked fans for money. And am not paying for my makeup artist medical bills. Sam isn't my makeup artist, and unfortunately we don't have a personal relationship anymore, but I have worked with him a few years ago and think he's the sweetest. I saw my current makeup artist and friend Ariel post about Sam's accident and his family's GoFundMe, and I called Ariel immediately to see what happened to Sam. After learning in more detail about the accident, it compelled me to visit his GoFundMe, which was set at 10K. They had already raised 6K, so I put it in 5K to reach their original goal. They had already raised 6K, so I put it in 5K to reach their original goal, and thought I'd post on my stories to gain more awareness if anyone also felt compelled to share or donate. I don't know how all of this got so twisted, but his family has reached out through Ariel and are very appreciative of all the donations. Prayers and love towards Sam. Anyone that knows me knows that I do things from the heart, and I try to be helpful whenever I can be. Let's all stay positive and keep Sam, his family, and anyone who is going through a difficult time in our prayers. I hope you have a beautiful day, and let's encourage each other to help. This is the thing. I know that it's easy to hate the Kardashians, but like y'all, sometimes y'all pick the wrong times to do this. And this right here, this is the wrong time to do this. So I didn't know this. So originally the GoFundMe was set at 10K. Before she knew about the whole situation, it was already raised at 6K. She donated 5,000. So she donated 5K more. So she actually donated $1,000 more than asked.
Yeah, right. See, I didn't know that.
Right. So do that. So then I guess the parents or whoever changed the goal, or whatever. So things got twisted up or whatever. So she still gave money. She gave on top. So she gave money. So she gave money and she posted it on her multi-million platform.
She didn't have to at all. She didn't do either of those things. Even though posting it is free, She didn't have to do either of those things at all.
Pick all the wrong times to be picking all the
Cause
wrong
I ain't
times.
gonna lie, I was pissed at her at first.
No, I told you when I glanced, when I didn't really I didn't really think it was like a first glance, like damn, she could have just did it. Like what is she doing? But when you look into things and you read, then that there's that. You look into things and you read, then there's no problem. So she did. So Kylie did more. So she wasn't. So he wasn't even like her current makeup artist.
No, and
You know what I'm
once she
saying?
mentioned Ariel's name, I remember hearing his
Yeah,
name.
Ariel, makeup by Ariel. That's her makeup
I remember
artist.
hearing that name, but I like, of course, I don't like watch them or anything like that, so I'm not about to say remember everybody.
But even if Samuel was her current makeup artist, she still isn't obligated
She
to
still
pay
wasn't
his
obligated. Period. She didn't have to
situation.
donate a fucking penny if she didn't want to.
Yeah.
But if they were my current makeup artist, I would have definitely
Yeah,
followed
yeah.
her.
I'm sure she would. I'm sure that she would have. I'm sure if she didn't even know about a GoFundMe and she initially heard about the accident, she probably would have been like, "Oh, how much? Here you go." Huh?
She would have gave up some money regardless, I think.
Yeah. So, what you got to say about this? The same shit?
Yeah, pretty much the same. We're on the same page. Because
Yeah.
I was a little pissed at her at first, but then when I finally, because when I initially heard, I was just like scrolling on TikTok in the
Yeah.
bathroom, and
Um,
this boy was like, Kylie Jenner, her makeup artist, da da da. She didn't donate anything. All she did was post it to her page. Da, da, da. So I was like, what? All this
y'all are
money y'all
weird.
bitches got? And so I'm like, okay. I said, let me look into it a little bit. So after a few days, I went and looked into it, and I'm like, okay, now
After a few
I see.
hours.
No, I looked into it like the next day or two. But
This happened like a few days. I saw this today. I didn't see
this
this.
happened I think I looked into it like the next day or something.
Oh, I didn't know this would happen over a 2 day
I
span.
heard
I
it
didn't
on
know.
I heard it on TikTok like not even like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. I heard it on TikTok like
Mm,
maybe Thursday or Friday, maybe after Friday. I don't even know what day it was because
mm,
all the days seem like one day at this point. But
mm-hmm.
I just looked into it like the next day or something, and I was like, okay, I see what she did there. You know, like I ain't. But I was going to come on this podcast and be like, that bitch didn't donate shit. Like I was ready for her ass, and then my mind was changed. So that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
I mean, that family has a lot of fucking money. So
yeah.
for like, if it was that were the case, and she didn't give shit a damn dollar, girl, what the fuck?
Mm,
But yeah, no, I'm glad she did, and I'm glad he's gonna be okay. But people shouldn't have blown it out of proportion like that without
yeah.
knowing the full fucking story.
It's social media.
Yeah, people need to learn to manage damn, but they don't know how to manage their business because social media is like everything nowadays. So
Yeah.
whatever. I'm glad it's a good outcome. He's gonna be fine. So good for him.
A hot ass mess.
Mhm.
Okay. I have one more thing on my list, and then I'm pretty much done with
Hot topics.
the topics. Ooh, it's kind of exhausting a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
Because so have you heard about like so Little Mama has like been like saying a lot of things in regards to like
Oh,
trans people and this even when I remember her saying some shit back when she was one of the judges on America's Best Dance. Remember that like a long time
yeah.
ago?
I remember she was. Yeah, I remember she was on that
She
show.
said some comment to some trans girl about just like questioning her womanhood. I remember her saying something like a long time ago, like back when I was in like high school, middle school type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know where to start with this. It's exhausting.
I wanted to see if we're on the same page because
It's
I already
very
know what you're about to
exhausting.
talk
So
about.
first off, I remember us discuss like briefly touching on like when kids transition, and I remember respectfully saying, yeah, I understand the whole identity issue. Like, I don't, because the thing is, I've never had a gender identity issue, so I'm not going to sit here and
Same.
aggressively like denounce or dismiss someone's like feelings or experiences. But I did say, I said, I wouldn't let my kid, go under the knife or go under surgery at a young age. I would let them grow up and have an adult
Right. That's a
mindset
little
first.
much.
And then, I wouldn't, whatever. That's what I said for me. but I don't sit there and like aggressively so whatever. So Lil Mama, you know, she's been online on Instagram lives just talking about it, and you know, so this is the thing. I'm not it's really easy to just like make a joke about this and just to like bash Lil Mama, but I do want to just keep an open mind. I'm going to play some clips, right? I'm going to play some clips, and I just want to just I'm going to just play some clips. So I want to keep like an open mind all across the board. All right, here we go.
Because if my niece comes to me and she say, Auntie, I want to be a boy, and I'm like, God, Chicky. Oh, because I was watching the show with Sasa, and boys are very strong. They know how to shoot fastballs. They win when it comes to like tussling and little fights. And I'm like, well, you don't have to be a boy for that. And I can explain these things to her that she may be confused about. But if she's telling me, I think that I am a boy, and she still feels that after she goes to puberty, I'm not going to label her insane. I'm going to listen to her, take heed, and support her. But we're talking about making children feel like they can make a choice of changing their genitals before they even go through puberty. You don't even know who you are or what you like. Young women are talking about BBLs and things like that before their breasts and their buttocks are even fully developed. So we have to be very sensitive and mindful when we're dealing with our children. We are not talking about grown people who can make the choice to do and be red, because if my niece comes to me, they choose to do and be. We're talking about children who may even look at us later on and say, well, why did you let me do that? And it's like, I wanted to be in support of you. I wanted to let you do what made you happy. Well, Ma, I was 9 years old. How the hell do I know it's going to make me happy at 9 years old? So now while you're trying to prevent hate in your children or resentment, you could be causing it as well. So I think that the smartest thing to do is allow a child to fully develop into an adult and to make adult choices, just as drinking, being able to do certain things on your own, you know, having responsibilities, driving, checks, you know, all of these things. So,
and let me validate your point really quick on that. When you said a child later on, years later, let's say, they get angry with their parents because they're like, why did you allow me to do this to myself? There's a documentary I was watching called I Want My Sex Back. It's a documentary with men who transition. They choose to do it. Transition into women and women who transition into men. And some of them had transitioned 20 years ago. Some had transitioned 30 years ago. And they literally, every single one of them said, I completely regret doing what it is that I have done. These are grown men who have lived out their lives as women for 20 years, grown women who have lived out their lives as men to the best of their ability for the last 15, 20 years. And they said, my parents did not fully educate me. I was a teenager. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know who I was entirely, and I was learning to grow, etc. And now I'm extremely angry. You know, they went into the whole thing about I cut off my genitals, and they created a makeshift vaginal opening that is not what I pictured. Then they went into the other one saying, well, they closed up my vaginal opening, and then they gave me a makeshift, phallus or penis. And it's not what I pictured, and my whole life is completely upside down. I took hormone blockers, I took pills, I took estrogen shots. I did all of this to change myself into something, and now I regret it after transitioning to women, and women live my life for 10, 15, 20 years. Now, these are people who have been doing this. They've been doing that.
Okay, this is a long thing. We talk about how people always react before thinking. So just by listening to this, I will give her this. She was very graceful in her. She was very graceful, and she was very respectful in her delivery. I think that she was very logical. When I say logical, she used just examples, and she was just very logical, very graceful, and very respectful in her delivery. Why she was saying it, she gave examples, and she was very respectful, and she wasn't being, from what I've heard in this clip, I don't think that she was being transphobic. I don't think that she was being disrespectful. I think that she was still supporting, feeling a way about yourself. But she was saying I don't really agree with the little kids. I want everyone to be educated first. I want them to grow up first. And
I agree 100%. She was spitting facts.
Okay. So, but when it comes to such like subjects like trans, transitioning and you know, homophobia and just things like that, the LGBTQ community, it can be very sensitive and very you know, triggering when someone of a heterosexual person has a lot to say about your community. You know what I'm saying?
Very much.
Let me see. I found a clip. I don't know where it's at, but Milan, remember Milan Christopher?
I love him.
Yeah, Milan Christopher, he chimed in on the discussion, and also Safari had something to say as well. But before I get to those clips, I will say this, that kind of one thing that Lil Mama did say that was kind of ridiculous to me. It was kind of weird. She said, she posted on her story, she said, I'm about to start a heterosexual rights movement, anti-LGBT.
Weird to me.
That's weird, right?
That was weird to me. That was the only thing I was like, okay, what the fuck? But like with her whole speech she gave, I was like into it. She was saying facts. Then when I seen that, I was like,
heterosexual rights movement. Yeah, it was giving very much like, it was giving very much, why isn't there a white student union? It was giving me very much that.
Yeah,
she was saying how but her point was that, you know, she shouldn't be bullied for her her outlook on things and her expressing certain things and blah blah blah. I'm gonna play this clip that Milan Christopher he chimed in. Milan Christopher from Love and Hip Hop and things like that. So I'm gonna play this real quick.
Bring the end of days as if it's something that has not been around since the beginning of time. You, Safari, and you, Little Mama, need to be educated. You're hypocrites. You're disrespectful. And it's coming off very homophobic. None of your fucking business. Half of y'all heterosexual people are having sex out of wedlock, are wearing silk and cotton together, you eating shrimp, eating catfish. You know how many fucking abominations and sins y'all motherfuckers do every single day? Am I out here yelling and screaming with a motherfucking bullhorn telling you what it is or what you shouldn't be doing, and the world is coming to an end because you out here doing all this fornication and everything else? I don't give a fuck. That's your life. But what makes you so entitled that you can sit up and fucking tell me about my life? Bring the end of
yeah, so I also agree with Christopher Milan.
Yes, I see both sides.
Like I said before, you know, you commenting on some shit that don't got nothing to do with you. A lot of heterosexuals, they're so aggressive when it comes to that. That's when they really start enforcing shit. When it comes to homosexuality and transitioning and things like that, that's when they get real aggressive when it comes to like their quote unquote morals and what's right and what's wrong and blah blah blah. Like,
yeah,
people will have kids. People will be heavy. People will be heavy into Christianity and have kids in their 20s and shit, still having sex at a wedlock. But then if they gay, oh, that's where I draw the line. Oh, we don't.
Right, then all of a sudden you going to hell in a handbag.
Oh, no. That's where I draw the line.
And rapists out here. But I'm going to hell because I just love somebody the same gender. Okay, cool.
Okay,
but
so
whatever.
I'm gonna play another clip.
What's the name?
Safari. And what Safari said, I'm gonna say this before I even play this damn clip. I think what he said was completely fucking ignorant. It was completely ignorant, and I'm gonna comment on it after I play the damn clip. Okay?
Let me hear. I'm scared because I don't want to rip him a new asshole. He already.
I just got off the phone with my niece, right? Telling me about the classes she's taking in college, and one of her classes is called Gender and Sexuality. Gender and Sexuality. You mean to tell me that in this day and age, that's a major? Like, these kids need to be learning about credit. Nothing. I feel like maybe 10% of what I learned in school I actually used in real life. And I'm not saying not to go to school, but to be going to school and one of your classes is gender and sexuality. Bro, gender and sexuality ain't get me my house. Like, this day and age and what y'all teaching these kids, the end days are near. Wow.
Okay. So what he said was dumb. What he said was what he said, and how he said it And the way he delivered it, it was ignorant as fuck.
It was how. Okay, because I was saying I didn't know that was a class you could even take or a major or anything.
But
to say that the end is near because that's a class. Shut the fuck up! Like,
first of all, health class and sexual class has been around in the 80s, 70s, 60s. All the damn fucking movies from the 80s and 60s and 70s and shit had fucking health class scenes and putting condoms on bananas and shit. What the fuck? Anyway, but seriously though, like, having a gender and sexuality class is actually very progressive and very great. I'm glad that they have that in schools. I'm very glad. They need to learn more about gender and sexuality. That you should learn that. And then also on top of having gender and sexuality classes, you can also still have financial literacy classes as well. That's the thing. Just like how you have math and English and social studies and shit, you can have those multiple classes too. So you having a gender and sexuality class, it doesn't take away from you having a financial literacy class. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let her learn all that she can learn. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes it homophobic. That's what makes it a problem.
Yeah,
when you are aggressive about certain that was very ignorant. You can have both. You can have all the education that you need. You should be happy that your niece is learning different things. Mm-hmm. And then him saying gender and sexuality didn't get him a house. If you think about it, gender and sexuality can be oppressive. Because at one point, Black people, it was hard for Black people to get houses in general. Okay.
Yes.
If it wasn't for somebody progressing and abolishing bullshit ass racist rules, he probably wouldn't have that nice ass house in that nice ass neighborhood. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And gender, at some point, women couldn't vote. Women couldn't do certain things men could do. So you saying gender and sexuality didn't get you at this place in time?
We didn't come
that doesn't
that
make
far
any fucking sense.
Vote. Where would they even be now? Like,
that's not true. Gender and sexuality plays a huge part in society. So yeah, learn about it. So learn about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, child. Listen.
You know what got him that house? OnlyFans. You have to sell your body to make a coin.
Girl, he got his
if you didn't, the thing is, honestly, yeah, he's using all of his resources and making them lucrative as possible. But I really feel like, and he has a nice body, but honestly, I feel like if Safari had a choice, he would not have an OnlyFans.
No, I don't think. Like,
he wouldn't. I don't care what anybody says.
Did he don't
care
have
what anybody says.
You don't have an OnlyFans. They don't need an OnlyFans.
You see what I'm saying?
It's trying to be funny. Who's checking for Safari?
Nobody. That's why he has to have OnlyFans.
Exactly. No shade. If I had
no shade at all, but I would
do it too. But
no shade, but shade. If you wouldn't have an OnlyFans if you didn't have to. Period.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it, but you do because you need that extra money. If I had to make an OnlyFans, I would do what I had to do, just like you do. He got a dildo he's selling. If it's not a dildo, sometimes it's a sex toy. I think it's a dildo. They molded his penis and used it.
He had some weird, like, random ass coconut oil line out at one point.
Yeah, he had his own brand of coconut oil.
You're coming up with things because you wanna make a profit because whatever rap career you thought you were gonna have didn't happen, and whatever you thought was gonna be, it wasn't. You were following around Nicki for years because you couldn't have your own name. We know you because of Nicki, huh?
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know who he was until Nicki Minaj.
No one did.
I didn't. And man, listen, I don't know if they knew him up in New York, but I ain't from New York. I didn't know who you was, my guy. I didn't know.
Anyway, that's the last on my list. But yeah, I definitely agree with I'm not gonna give Lil Mama too much because, like I said, what she said was very graceful. It was
it was. She got me at the end. I was like, okay.
even with Milan Christopher, even him having his concerns about them having something to say about his community. And I was right along with him too. So it's just but the dumb shit when it comes to
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done with the topic. Do you have anything else we want to discuss before we get into movies and shows?
No, I agree with her for the most part. I just think that at a certain age, if you're like 5, like I'm not about to, or not, well, they probably won't let a 5-year-old get surgery, but you know what I mean?
They'll not look at 8-year-olds.
Yeah, but that's still, in my opinion, that's still going to get surgery. If you feel like you want to dress a certain way and all of that, I can deal with that. That's cool, but I'm not about to let you go under the knife
Yeah,
that
yeah.
early in age. I'm just not going to
And you have
consent
to
to
go
that.
through like I know that there's like therapy that you have to go through too before you even
It
get to
is.
that
It
point.
is.
Yeah.
It's a whole process, but I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Now, once you're old enough to give consent for yourself and like don't sit here. It's like a documentary he was talking about. Don't sit here and say you want your sex back and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you say you did that to yourself. You consented that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be like 10 talking about you want to be a girl.
Mm-hmm.
No. And I'm not like dress how you want. That's cool. That's gonna have to be enough for a while because I'm not about to just let you do that as a little elementary school kid. I'm just not. No child should have to go to night for anything unless they really, really like. Unless you have like medical issues and you have to. No child should be getting no damn surgeries, unnecessary surgery. You know what I mean? Not saying that, and I don't want to sound sensitive like this.
Yeah, I don't want to be neither because it's just like
Unnecessary.
because
Because like, if that's who you are, that's who you are. But like, it's just like it's kids out here with like whole like major health issues and disabilities that get surgeries that they absolutely need to live or whatever. So like that's not something that you need to live. Like I just want you to make that decision when you're old enough to make a good
I mean,
a responsible one.
And
8 years old is not
you
enough.
say need to live. The thing is, like, it could be debatable. That's why it's good for like Safari's niece to have that in school to teach them because also that can prevent from bullying when you understand more about
because
gender.
a lot
That
of
can
kids
prevent a lot of bullying.
A lot of kids have committed suicide over being
Yes, that's what
bullied
I'm
and things
saying.
like that in
Commit
school, and it's really
suicide.
sad. It's
Yeah,
really sad. So well, yeah, so that's why I said I don't mean to be insensitive. I just
yeah.
mean like physically. I mean literally. I'm not talking about anybody's mental. Physically, to live, you need water, you need food, you need nutrients and things like that. Like that's what I mean. Like it's you know what
Because
I'm saying. I really don't mean to be
I
insensitive.
do commend Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union
I
and their
do very
child,
much because they're so
and
supportive,
yeah, that's very supportive.
and I love that. I love her. I follow her.
For
Their daughter.
me,
I follow her.
I'm not. For me, I'm not going to be sitting up here worried about other people's kids.
Same,
I'm gonna leave that to
that's not
their
my life.
parents. But the reason that I'm discussing this is because it's an important discussion piece, and also I'm a woman, and at some point I plan to have kids. So I want to make sure that there's as much discourse as possible when it comes to these topics because you don't choose your children. Your children are their own people. They grow and they become their own person, and you want to make sure that you nurture them properly and that you understand them and create a safe space for them. So
I'm so happy for the kids who grow up and know that if you grow up and know that you know you don't feel like you're in the right body, you want to be a woman or you want to be a man, the fact that you're able to come to your parents and outwardly say that, a lot of kids cannot do that.
yeah.
So the fact that you were that type of parent that your child felt comfortable to even come to you about that, I think you did great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. Whew, it's very, yeah. All right. Well, yes. Okay. Well, that's all for my topics. All I have is music and shows. I don't really have that many. I just have Snowfall again.
I have Snowfall and like a little bit of Who Got Eliminated on The Masked Singer, but that's it.
Okay. Well, before we get to that, I want to bring up real quick. So Donald Glover, I saw this a couple months ago. I just never got to saying it, but I saw that Donald Glover, he's going to be starring in a new Mr. and Mrs. Smith remake. Yeah. So he's gonna be Oh shit. Sorry. He's gonna be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So he's gonna be starring in a new Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I guess it's gonna be Mr. Smith and. His Mrs. Smith is going to be actress Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Who's that?
And it's going to be for Amazon Studio. So I guess it's going to come out on Prime or something like that. I don't know, but she's an actress. Her name is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's going to be alongside Donald Glover in the Mr. and Mrs. Smith remake. She's a white woman. She's a white woman. I'm gonna watch it too. But I was like, oh damn, I would have liked it if you want to have a black man do it, then why not have a black woman do it,
Yeah, but they supposed to show like mixed race couples nowadays.
But damn, it always gotta be But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Well, I hope it's good because I did like the original Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I'm
Yeah.
looking her up, Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've seen her
And
before. I never knew her name.
yes,
Oh,
and then
okay.
okay, so
I'm gonna shut
Snowfall
up.
real quick, and then we can get to your mass. Oh, what you want to say? Go ahead, say it.
I don't
Pop your
think they
shit.
should. I don't think she should be his love interest, but whatever.
Oh,
Or not love interest, but you know what I mean. They could
uh-huh.
have picked somebody, even though it has nothing to do with her race. I just don't think she should have
The
been
way she
picked.
looks.
But yes, no shade, but I
That's
just think
shade.
because I think he's not ugly. I mean, she's not ugly. I don't think she's ugly, but I just think they could have found someone better for him. And
Mm,
but I do wish that it was a person of color. At least I do wish that.
yeah, someone of color, you know. Um,
But okay,
but
whatever.
yeah. So real quick though, Snowfall, girl, my anxiety and my
I
blood
was
pressure was up.
stressed
I was
on top of
stressed too.
stress.
I
Oh
love the
my
actor that
god,
plays Leon.
I love him. He's my baby. He's so
Yeah,
small and
he
cute.
is. Ooh, he's just ooh.
I mean, he's handsome. I do think he's handsome, but at the same
Uh-huh.
time, I think he's like just this little. He reminds me of myself. He's like so small and just cute. He's so
Yeah,
little.
like
That damn
ooh,
Franklin child. Franklin pissing me off, but he's still fine.
yeah, he is pissing me off. He's such a he's very like villainy this season. No,
Yes, he is,
yeah.
and But the thing is, you can't be a stupid villain. He's doing shit wrong. He's being stupid. He's doing
How?
shit way wrong. Like
Yeah.
the whole plan to like trick Man Boy and Scully. Like he was doing
That was
all that
so
shit. He's doing it
risky.
all wrong.
That was so risky. Why would you
That's
even
the
do that?
thing. And now, oh my god, he just caused like a whole beef. Now Leon shot the damn baby and killed
He should have
her.
did the same thing.
And
You know
Scully,
what should have did? You know what should have happened? He should have did what Leon did. Leon hired a private investigator to find
mm-hmm.
out
What the
Scully's
hell he
whereabouts. He
was.
should have so Franklin should have did that and had somebody kill him
But see,
solo.
he could have had that idea, but they was both being stubborn and weren't talking to each other.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
So
understand why they're not talking. Because if I were Leon, I would want to run shit too. Like he been doing it this whole time he was out. Now you want to bring him back to being your bitch?
oh,
Come on now.
girl, ooh,
It just had me really stressed. It had me really,
and
really,
then
really, really stressed.
oh my gosh, so they found Leon's prints on what though? They found his prints though, but on what?
We gon' find
I guess it
out.
was the bodies or something that they touched or something. Yeah, I guess.
I
And
don't.
then so they're on the news. And
Yeah,
it was so heartbreaking seeing Leon's mom like, look, you can't stay here tonight.
I know she gonna get. She
You've been
gave him
here
the
for
robe.
such
She
and
did
such.
whatever. She gave him whatever money she had and the robe off her back.
Why do you think she did that?
Because what gave him the money, whatever money she had
No,
in the robe.
making him leave, like letting him stay.
Even though granted he did pay for, like he's the reason they even live in that house.
Uh-huh.
Because he's the oldest of his siblings, and all his younger siblings live there. So she's like, you can't bring that in here where we live, and like you know what I mean. Like I understand,
Mm-hmm.
I understood that because all you're doing is putting them in trouble, not getting in trouble because they have nothing to do with it. But it's like you'll be holding a fugitive at your house, but like all his younger siblings
She
ain't
didn't know
nothing
he was
about
a
that.
fugitive at first though. She didn't
She
know
knew
that.
he did, but she knew he did something because she was like,
Mm-hmm.
what you got yourself into?" She
Right.
knew it was something.
Right.
So,
And
and
then
she
she saw
knew
his
he
ass on that
sold drugs.
news.
She knew she knew he sold drugs. But my thing is, you knew he sold drugs and you brought to that house too, sis.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, shit. I
So
mean,
you know what I mean?
Franklin mama was mad about it, but she owning properties and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. So I see both
yeah.
sides of it. But I guess her thing was you can't put your younger siblings at risk. So, like
Yeah.
they're still little kids and they're in school and like you can't fuck up their home and what they got going on. They probably got somewhere stable to live. Now, I don't know. He bought the house, but was he paying for them to live there too? I hope not. Cause he down and out. He down bad.
Ooh, but losing a child like that, like that. Scully finna let the chopper spray. He letting the chopper spray. But you know what? I was shocked and I was shocked and not shocked that Franklin decided to have Leon's back. Just because you know how
Because it really got bad.
How he shot Kevin to avoid a war. All he
Mm-hmm.
had to do was give up Leon, but he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't do that.
I
And
wasn't shocked
even though
because
Louis
that
and
was
them
a
was
really
like,
bad time. Like he really needed
You said
Leon.
what?
Leon really needed people in his corner. So I'm not
Yeah.
shocked because Franklin, deep down, even though Franklin's kind of being a villain this season, deep down Franklin's not a bad person,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
they've
yeah.
been best friends forever. So I
Yeah.
wasn't surprised that he helped them
And
out.
he
Like
already
what
killed
you gonna let him
Kevin.
die? What
Shit.
you gonna let him die? Exactly. So all you have is Leon as far as your friends. So what you was
Right.
gonna just let him get shot and die?
And then the damn bodyguard quit on his ass. And
But they should. Franklin, where he fucked up too, they shouldn't have put him in a house right there in L.A. He should. He should. They should have took the nigga over the border or something,
I think
or
they
to
wanted to
another
do that.
state
They
or
were just trying
something.
to figure things out. They were trying to figure out whether they should kill him or not. Because they was, even though they had him in that damn house, they were still deciding what to do with his ass. You feel me? But then Leon
Mhm.
dumbass wanted to go back to the house and get some more money, knowing Scully is looking for this nigga, his dumbass. But he needed to get that last bit of money that he had. But
Child.
now that Leon is wanted now. So now it's like we don't know what's gonna happen next. Is he gonna get caught up? Is he gonna make because the thing is like Leon is wanted. A little girl is dead. And other people are dead. The two guys that were in the car with him and Big Back, or what's his name? Fatback,
Fat back.
they were dead too. The other two guys were killed too. So it's just at this point, we know that there's going to be some sort of like separation. Like Leon is going to be out the picture in one way or the other. He's either going to get caught up and get arrested, or he's going to be killed or something. And I don't want him to be killed because I feel like Leon. He's definitely like I feel like he's like the wild card of the series for me. I think like a
Yes.
character like him. I love characters like him in the series. They're like the wild card.
Like if there's a power, he would be
You know what I'm
king.
saying? Like he's always like you know what I'm saying? So like, but like the thing is like people are looking for his ass. The police are looking for him. The
hmm
damn and Scully in the hood looking for his ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ugh. So something will happen to Leon. Something's going to happen. Like it's inevitable because like
I know, but
he's
I'm
going to
really
be out
scared.
of he's going to be out of the picture in some way, shape, or form. Or they might make it like even if he does make it across the border or across somewhere to go hide out or whatever the fuck, he's still going to be out of the picture because he's a wanted. He's wanted now from the hood and from the damn government.
I know. I'm scared.
I'm scared
I don't
too. I
want
don't
Leon.
want
I do
Leon to
not want
die,
Leon
but I don't
because
know. It's looking like
they
something's gonna
already don't
happen.
have Kevin. They already
And
lost
then
Kevin.
and then also, where Fatback at?
I don't know. After all that shit, I ain't seen Fatback ever since. Maybe he on the run, child.
Yeah, he on the run, but like they ain't find his ass because ain't nobody helping him. Ain't nobody helping
I
his
don't
ass.
know. I like Fatback though. I don't want him to die.
I think he might die because he's not really a
He
key
was
character.
there. Like I mean, he's not a key character, and also he was there when that shit went down. So
Yeah, I mean he has been through like throughout the seasons and stuff, but
no, but like we haven't really seen him since that shit went down. So
oh
he
yeah,
probably
yeah.
isn't hiding. He being low key
But
and hiding.
he don't got no support.
But
Like he don't got Franklin and all them having his back. He don't got nobody.
right,
He don't got nobody.
right, because
He don't got
Leon got to worry
nobody.
about his damn self because he actually pulled the trigger. You know.
Eh.
I like both of them. I don't want them to die. Fatback is funny, and I like Leon. I like them together. I really don't want Leon to die, but I
Me
feel like
neither.
it's inevitable.
But it's looking like something finna happen to him. Damn. I
Hopefully,
follow the
at least they give us
actress.
to the end of the season. I don't want him to die. Like next episode, please don't let him die. Like on Wednesday. It's too
Do you
soon, please.
trust? So was it you that said you didn't trust the new girl that Franklin is fucking with?
Me, I don't fucking trust. It don't. She don't
Yeah.
sit right with my spirit. Like Franklin told her too much too fast. I do not trust that girl.
Yeah. Something
But
finna.
I
I
saw other
don't
people
know.
say that on Twitter. The last time I live tweeted,
Oh,
off
for real.
the podcast page, other people
What
were
they say?
saying like they ain't trust her either. So I ain't the only one. She does not sit right with my spirit. Franklin told her too much too soon, and like whenever he need information that he can't get, he call her and she get that shit like that. Bitch, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't care. I don't like her. All she is right
Yeah.
now is a good nut. I do not trust her.
Not a good nut. Oof. So
Yeah, so I don't trust that bitch. She gonna cause some shit to happen. He gonna say, yeah, we got Leon staying at this house over da da da. Da, that you can go tell somebody. Like I don't trust her. Person gonna
oof.
let this guard down around her and tell her something, and she gonna take that shit and run with it.
And then that reporter, she's getting closer and closer. She's
gonna
starting to get
die.
involved.
She's gonna
Yeah,
die.
she is, because
She's
it's
gonna
just
be
like
with
you're not even
Andre,
a
bitch.
federal. You're a fucking a
Journalist.
reporter. You're a journalist. Yeah, like I don't.
She's
But
gonna
hey,
be with
she really
Andre.
wanna break this story. Because like I guess it's like a career changer for her. So
It is, but bitch, you gonna be right with Andre. Like, girl, she gonna die. And when she die,
man,
everybody on Twitter is like, that bitch need to die. She in the way. Like, I don't
cause
even
she
care.
oof
If she
oof
died,
oof
like I
oof
wanted
oof,
Andre to
oof.
die, I want her to die too. Bye.
Damn.
I
Damn.
don't
The
care.
thing is, but Andre, like, it was still like, damn, this is Mel's father, but damn, he gotta go.
I
He
know.
had to
I felt the
go.
same way, but Andre was getting in the way. Like,
He had to
let
go.
leave that man alone,
And like
sir.
he was just being he was in the way, but then also like this the way he was like going about everything. Like this it's still your people at the end of the day. And like this police force don't care about you. Yeah, you did all that work to
Don't.
snitch on these
And they
people,
racist
and
and
they
they
still
don't give
racist,
a
and
fuck.
they still harassed you when you got pulled over. They didn't believe you were a cop. They laughed you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so why you
They
so
said you're
pressed
one
to
of the
be on
good
their
ones.
side? Why are you so pressed to be on
Mm,
their side? And then
yeah.
your daughter was on drugs or whatever the fuck. But like
That's what made him really
Franklin,
try to
Franklin,
kick it up a
but
notch.
Franklin didn't sell her them drugs.
So,
So
but
stop
it's still
saying
Frank.
it.
But it's still it
Okay,
don't matter.
but
No, no,
stop.
it don't matter. It's still
Don't
Franklin's
walk
fault though,
with
because
him.
he brought that shit to the hood and is selling it. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right, but he didn't.
yeah.
But he would have never sold that shit to Mail. So go figure out who
So
the fuck.
what? So what? So what? It don't matter.
No,
It's
so
still
what, man? That's why he did it,
he's still distributing it to the sellers.
bitch. He did, so it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel bad for Andre. I feel bad for Melanie that her dad is dead. Melanie, whatever her name is. But I don't feel bad for Andre
I
and this
wonder if
damn
she's gonna come back
reporter,
out.
whatever the fuck her name is. I don't feel bad for her either when she dies because she's gonna
Who?
die. The reporter or the
Yeah,
journalist.
she gonna go.
She's gonna
Ooh.
die, and I'm not gonna give a fuck then either. Cause like certain things, that's why like when things shit like that happen and whatever witnesses they get put in they gotta get put in witness protection because certain drug laws and shit can make shit happen because they got money.
Mm.
That witness protection shit don't always mean nothing. They still find a way to get to you because they be having cops on their payroll. So like fuck that shit, man. She's gonna fucking die.
And I want to know what's going to happen to that CIA agent, Teddy or whatever, or Reed or whatever his name is.
Oh, Reed, girl, I don't
Because
trust
they
him.
starting to crack down on him because the reporter found the two Colombians that he
Mm-hmm.
used as like leverage to, like how he got them locked up in exchange to get some,
But
whatever
I've
the fuck
been
he asked to
saying
do.
I've
Oof.
been saying before this season I didn't trust him either because I felt like
Oh no.
if the shit hit the fan, he's gonna throw Franklin ass right the fuck
Oh
under
no,
the
of
bus.
course, of course, of course,
I've
of
been
course.
saying I don't, and my boyfriend kept saying, but he be working with Franklin though.
Because he
This
has,
nigga's gonna
because
throw
this
him.
is a business.
They don't have exactly. They're working because it's money, but
Yeah.
if shit hit the fan, he's gonna throw all these little black boys under the fucking bus.
Hell yeah. Because he's gonna
Like
cover his ass first
that's
and
how I
foremost.
feel
Period.
exactly, and I'm trying to
That's why Franklin got those photographs taken just in case.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
save your ass. Have some type of evidence. Yes, because if shit hit the fan, it's gonna get real. So yeah, save your own ass.
They're starting to crack down. They're starting to crack down on on him though, on Reed though. So oh Lord,
It
Leon,
just
man.
I'm stressed. I feel like we
Oof.
all friends, and I know them personally.
Yeah, yeah.
This too
Mm.
much.
It is too much.
It's
But go
really too much.
but you can that's all for my show. You can go ahead and talk about the man singer.
Why you say it like that?
Go ahead. Mhm.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say I never last week I forgot to say my guesses, so I'm just gonna say those. And I told y'all Kermit the Frog got eliminated last week, but I'm gonna tell you who got eliminated this week after I say my guesses. So, there's a Russian doll, and I think that it's actually two people that's singing inside the Russian doll. So I think that it might be Backstreet Boys members. So I really hope that that's the case because that would make me very happy. I think Sarah Jessica Parker is the seashell. I'm not 100% on that, y'all, but I really think that there's a raccoon, but I don't know what that is yet. Now, there's a robot porcupine. That's Tyrese. I don't know why nobody I don't know why nobody sees that. They kept trying to say it was like genuine. And if you know Tyrese and you know genuine, they was don't sound shit like. So I'm trying to figure out, but they're all white, so it's like whatever, no shade. But
Mm.
um, there's monster character is Grandpa Monster. I don't know what the fuck that is. The Black Swan, I think it could be Leona Lewis or Natalie Portman. Because, like, Natalie Portman, Black Swan. She's in a fucking movie. But the voice, low key, a little bit sound like Leona Lewis, but it feels like she's trying to change her voice. So that's like my ultimate pick. But my first pick was Natalie Portman because of the movie. The Chameleon is 100% Wiz Khalifa. I don't know how the fuck they don't know who that is, because you can tell he's not like a professional singer, but he literally that's Wiz Khalifa. But nobody knows that. I don't understand why. 'Cause if you know him, you know how his voice sounds. And then the Piglet, I think is Nick Lachey, but of course, I thought Nick Lachey was on last season too, but I really think it is him. And I saw other people on Twitter say that they think it was too. So hopefully I'm right. We will see. And then lastly, there was the Phoenix, and the Phoenix ended up getting eliminated. And guess who the fuck it was? And I was wrong. I forgot who I thought it was. I cannot remember. But guess who ended up being eliminated?
Who?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, wow.
And so one of them guessed it. It was one of the girls. No. What's the dude? I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. You know the one from the Hangover?
Yeah, he's one of yeah.
I want to say I don't want to sound racist if I say his name wrong, so I'm just not going to say his name. But he guessed Caitlyn Jenner, and then he changed his guess because what they do this season, they make you do like a guess off the top of your head once you first hear them sing. Oh no, when you first hear their clues, they make you guess off the top of your head, and then after you hear them, they'll say, "Okay, let's see what your guess was, and then what you think now." So he originally guessed Caitlyn, and then I think he thought of RuPaul. That's what I thought. It was probably RuPaul too, because they made her look very thin and whatnot, and it also looked like there was like a bald head under the mask. So I thought it was RuPaul. Like she looked really tall and thin. So anyway, ended up being Caitlyn Jenner, and once she took the mask off, I'm like, why the fuck didn't I know this? Because it really did sound like her voice, but RuPaul ain't no damn singer either, so I thought it was RuPaul, child. But anyway, I can't wait to see who the next group is because of COVID, they're releasing like 5 or 6 people in groups. It's like group A, B, and C, I think. So Wednesday we'll see who group C is, and then go from there. So those are my guesses. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Let us know in the comments. Tweet me, DM me, whatever.
Make sure to clip this part and post it on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. Because I want y'all to see if y'all agree. Yeah. So that's all for my shows.
All right. Well, I don't really have like singles to talk about, but I do want to shout out Chloe Bailey. She did a cover of "Leave the Door Open" by Silk Sonic, aka Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. And that was great. It's on her Instagram page right now. Amazing. And then also, I haven't gotten a chance to watch it, but HBO has a new series called A Tiny Audience. So I guess like different artists are going to be performing in front of a select few of audience members. So this first episode starred Lauren Jarecki of Fifth Harmony. So I'm going to check that out when I get time. Probably after we log off of Zoom.
I'm going to check it out because I want to see who else on it.
Yeah, it's on HBO. And then also Chloe and Halle released their rendition of Georgia on my mind, I believe.
I didn't. They did. It was Georgia on my mind, but I didn't hear it yet.
I didn't hear it. I heard a little snippet of it, but yeah. So they did that.
I'm sure they killed it though.
And yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And that's so much music.
I have a few. Brent Fires dropped a single called "Show You Off," and before I heard he dropped a single with the video, and so the video was just. The song matched the video, but I really, really loved the video most because it was it just all it did was show off different Black women. He showed off his family, just different Black. It was a montage of a bunch of different beautiful ass Black women, and it was just like it was just expressing how important Black women are and things like that. So I really enjoyed it, And everybody knows I'm a huge fan of him, of Brent Fire. So whenever outside is fully open and we can go to concerts, I will be seeing him first chance. So I enjoyed that. Then I've been going through a lot the last few weeks. So I've been getting pretty spiritual. And I meditate now. I used to meditate before, but like years ago, but I stopped because I don't know why. But
I need to start meditating too.
It really gets my day started right, and it makes me have a better day. So I enjoy it. But yeah, so I've been into like being more spiritual, and I have also, as y'all know, I told y'all last week, I'm on TikTok now. Follow me at Katie Heron. And it was this one song going around by these two dudes named Chris and Teeb. And they have a little EP of like 6 songs, I want to say, called The Manifestation. But literally the whole thing is about, it's about literally manifesting whatever you want. And each song is like, being great or being rich. It'll say, I'm rich, I'm wealthy. The whole album is very positive, and the lyrics are for you to manifest what you want out of life. Each song is something different about what people need to manifest. If it's money, if it's, health, whatever the fuck it is. It's just 100% positive. I listen to it like every day. Like the song, and the thing about it, what I like, because they both rap, and they have like really good beats. The songs go hard as shit. Like you would listen to them even if they weren't those type of songs. But the fact that the beats go that hard and they spit in facts, it just makes you want to listen to it even more. So check them out. They're called Chris and Teeb. Chris, the letter N, and then Teeb, Teeb, and their EP is called The Manifestation. I really, really like them. So then after I got into them, Apple Music has a new feature whatever type of music you play, I'll play, when I listen to that EP of Chris and Teeb, I'll play the whole thing in order all the way through because it's only 6 songs, like I said, and then it'll play like songs that are similar to that genre. So then I found out about this singer. Well, I don't even know if he's a singer, an artist named Landrell, and he gives me like a Brent Fires, Frank Ocean, Kendrick Lamar type of vibe. Like all of them mixed in one. Like his voice reminds me of Kendrick, and sometimes his flow, because it's I guess you could say he kind of raps, but it just sounds like he's reading a poem to like a good beat. But he be spitting facts too. Like he talks about Black women, how important we are as well. He whatever the fuck you going through, he's talked about it. His name is Landrell, Londrelle, and the first song that I heard was called The Feels, and the beat is like, don't you know that, you know who Wayne Wonder is?
No.
Don't you know that song, No Letting Go, No Holding Back? You don't know that song? Okay, so that beat, he used that beat, he remixed that beat to the song called The Feels.
I think that was a remix.
Oh, was it? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay, well that beat, he remixed that beat. And he didn't remix too much, he just added a little something to it. But it goes well with the song. And I heard a few more songs, but that was the one that stood out to me the most. So I said I would shout that one out. And then lastly, I know you like Kylie rock. So this is another one on the like positive spiritual manifestation side. Her name is Lizzie Jeff. Have you ever heard of her? Okay, so she all about manifestation and crystals and all that type of shit. And it's called West Coast Connections. And all her shit got like that little Cali beat. And I just like it. All her shit is just it's just super positive. And I just try to listen to shit now that like has like positive vibrations because it just makes my days better. So I just advise everybody to listen to all of those recommendations. And if you have Apple Music, use that feature. It's right there where you pick if you want to shuffle the music or repeat it or whatever. There's another feature, I forgot what it looks like, but it's like the last one out of all of those, and it'll just play similar music to that. And I just keep finding more artists that I like. So if that's what you're into, get into it.
That's what's up. Okay. Oh, and also I got couple people that I want to mention. Some more people. I want to shout out Kramer. She's an artist from the DMV area. Have you ever heard of So Far Sounds?
No, I haven't.
So it's a platform. It's a musical platform where you can perform like in any type of secret location. They have it in many cities, but they have one in DC as well. So Far Sounds DC, where you can perform just like any secret, like any random secret location, like anywhere. So my the first one I went to was to go see Dayon Green, and it was at a like a luxury apartment complex on the rooftop. You know, it was one of those things, right? And then also So Far Sounds is a musical platform where like Billie Eilish has performed through So Far Sounds before.
Okay.
Jack Harlow has performed through So Far Sounds before, and a lot of other people that are famous right now. But right now they're just doing like virtual situations now. So Kramer, she's a vocalist, a musician, a guitarist. Her voice is beautiful. She has a live session that they just posted today on the So Far Sounds YouTube page. So it's So Far is one word in the sounds. So you guys should go check that out. Kramer is her name. And then also, I actually, even though it was like some little Twitter jokes the other day about Justin Bieber, like having like an MLK intro on his album, I'm gonna go listen to it because it's this song called Peaches with Daniel Caesar and Giveon, and it's giving. So I fuck with it. I'm gonna give the album a shot. And then also, have you heard Harry Styles' recent album? It came out a couple years ago, but the Watermelon Sugar one. Have you heard that album?
I haven't heard the whole thing, but what I heard was good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check that album out as well, front to back.
What I heard.
Because I heard a couple songs and I feel like it's a good album. So I'm gonna give it a listen. I'm gonna give it a listen. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's good from what I heard. I'm a One Direction.
I respect Harry Styles. I do. He makes good music. I'm not gonna lie.
He does. Him and Zayn.
Yeah, him and Zayn. They do it for me. Yeah,
they do it for me.
And that's what I have to say about that's all my music. And then also I'm gonna check out Justin Bieber's Tiny Desk as well. But yeah, that's all I got for me.
I was going to check out his Tiny Desk. Sometimes when I check out the Tiny Desk concerts, it turns me on to like, okay, let me go hear the album. So I'm probably going to watch that first before I go listen to the album. But yeah, I got to hear that first. That's my process.
So that's completely all for me for this episode. What about you, Taylor? All right. Thank you guys again for listening to episode 91 of Heard the Podcast. You can follow us on all social media. That's Instagram and Twitter at Heard the Podcast, HERD the Podcast. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's HER''D the Podcast. We are available on all podcast streaming platforms. Tell a friend. You can also support us through Anchor. That is linked on all of the platforms that you are listening to this podcast on. And I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you guys for getting us to 3,000 views on that Normani clip. I will be posting a nice, cute little Outcast inspired graphic on that because 3K. And then that's all I gotta say for this episode. How about you, Taylor? Any last words?
No, thank you for those. Thank you, Jesus, for them views. Keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. And keep them subscribers going up too.
Keep everything. Keep it all going up because it's only up from here.
Yeah.
And we love you guys. We appreciate your support so fucking much.
Yep.
And just stay tuned for next week. And
all right now. Bye.